but only drink that in the morning. It's very dangerous. Caffeine's a loaded weapon. Fun fact, don't drink caffeine every day. Why, you ask? Well, after a few days, you aren't getting the stimulation of caffeine, of the energizing of it through your veins as the blood pressure goes up. Nope, it lessens and lessens. And before you know it, you're drinking coffee not for the caffeine stimulation, but to prevent withdrawal. That's what I say. Is days that you work, ingest caffeine. Days that you do not work, don't. That way, your body can reset. Try it. You think I'm just lying? You think I'm one of those douchebags that drinks instant French cappuccinos? That's not me. I go to Starbucks. I buy $5 coffees. Twice. On work days. My only problem is I don't work, but I do go in there and I do wear suits. And I do bring in a briefcase. The only problem is I just have nowhere to go. And usually this Starbucks that I may or may not go to, it may or may not be inside a Walmart. So I may or may not go from drinking lattes in the Starbucks to walking around in Walmart. Why I do this, I don't know. You know, I'm hoping that one day I can appear in the people of Walmart in a photo gallery, but I guess you have to be more of a freak to appear there. That's fine. I can get pretty rowdy. I can dye my hair green, walk around in a professional Latani suit that costs $3,000, custom made, custom tailored. You know, it's important to get your suits tailored because one size does not fit all when it comes to business suits. Yes, you can get away with it when, you know, you have your different size shirts and cotton. I mean, it all looks sloppy anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But when it comes to the suits, you got to make sure you're tucked in correctly, because if you're wearing a suit and you look stupid, no one will take you seriously. Because if you can't be bothered whatsoever to wear a suit properly, then why should anyone take you seriously? You didn't go to the effort. So why should anyone go to the effort to listen to what the fuck you say, Mr. Stupid Suit? Gosh, pisses me off. Anyways, I have not looked at the chat in a while. It's been a while because I must also reckon that I did get a gift for Christmas. It is a computer chair that I had to build, but that's fine. I'm a fan of IKEA, the make it your damn self at affordable rates. This one came from Costco, I think. And I keep dozing off because it's a very comfortable seat. Before, I had a very wooden sort of chair, and it was very uncomfortable. So when you're sitting somewhere uncomfortable, you pay more attention. But when you get comfy, you sort of doze off, like you're getting high. Wow, I guess people might chat for some reason. Whoa. Sorry, I was drifting off there. And I promise you, I'm 100% sober at the moment. There was no alcoholism today. Because I'm just too scared about those fucking DUIs here in this county. With Sheriff Joe. You don't fuck with Sheriff Joe. The most that I'll ever have is like 2 beers. And that's if I'm somewhere for like 2 hours or something like that. But you can't go more than 2 beers. So, I hate to do this. I hate to be that asshole that starts from the bottom of the chat and works their way forward. But this is live. This is reality. This is 12:19 Arizona time. I don't know what time it is where you guys are, but we got to do what we got to do. Jewish producer said Merry Christmas to everyone. So that's good that a Jewish man did wish Merry Christmas to everybody. Not just other Christians, but a Jew came in here and said Merry Christmas to other Jews, because he said to everybody, and even the Hindu people, or even the Orientals, such as, what's his face? RD, I think he's Oriental. Supposedly he's a ginger, but when I look at his hair, it looks black. So, I don't know. I don't understand how that works. How you can be a gingerless ginger. It's like ordering chickenless chicken. But those Europeans are very progressive, and that's how they do things, and we can't question that. Oh, shoot, sorry. I may or may not have just chopped my damn mic, but hey, I don't get paid shit, and I have very little self-respect or any redeeming qualities. I am a do-nothing asshole, and I'm sort of proud of that. So, let's see. Goofy Bone also said, Merry Christmas, Rose. Rose is here, and he should come back. Oh yeah, we're talking about news guys should come back. Yeah, I do. I mean, even if you didn't like the guy, at least, he had a show, and basically everyone could go there and just hang out midday. It was like a midday party for Spreaker hosts. But fortunately he died, and there's nothing, we can't raise the dead. We're not heretics around here. At least I'm not. I don't know about some of you fucks, but the KRRN, the Random Radio Network, is here. I assume that's Alan Wayne. I don't know what KRRN is. I don't. I don't know. But welcome, Alan. I'm trying to learn your flavor of the month name change. To someone like me, it's very slow and shallow. It'll take a deep learning curve. So please be patient with me. And also hugs to everybody. Then Goofy Bone says that he keeps doing more. I don't know what he means by keep doing more, but I hope I figure this out. RD's here. He said heyo because he's a yayo champion. That's Barco's boyfriend in Europe. So, and I gotta warn you, RD, that Mr. Barco, he's very, very close to taking you out and seizing some of that Dutch chocolate pie, aka your girlfriend. So, mano to mano, I'd say, have a bat ready. Because I could see Barco showing up high as hell, just busting in your room. So just beware. He's not too far off. Give APOC a Xmas gift and the like this show. No, I'd actually prefer no likes. Because this is a terrible production. I do not like pity likes. I think that's terrible. Let's see what else we got here. They have Starbucks and Walmart, yes. Yes, they do have Starbucks and Walmart. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I've seen a few here, and it's not all Walmarts either. Yeah, they do have McDonald's as well. Do you look nice in a suit, Apocalypse? Yes, I do. I am very handsome in a suit, but I am very ugly faced, so I just look like a big mean brute. Think of me as I look a lot like Mr. Solutions. From what I gather, me and him, since he's not black, I can only assume that me and him look a lot alike, and I just go about it. And JP says, there's nothing but a bunch of rotten granolas up in here in Oregon. Thanks for the fucking warning, Goofy Bone. Yeah, Oregon sucks. I mean, you should have known better than to go up there and expect anything other than a bunch of fucking sock asses sucking dick. That's why you don't go to Oregon. And you only go to Oregon because to buy shit because they don't have sales tax. That's the only reason why you go there. Or maybe steal some apples, but fuck that state. So, Goofy Bone says, well, I hope everyone had a good Xmas. I didn't beat up my girl's stepdad, and now she hates me. Yeah, you can't win with women. Trust me. I am single forever. Just the way it goes. I suck. Goofy Bone says he fucked up. That's a shame, Goofy Bone. You should have, done the right thing and beat the fuck out of him. The thing is not to get caught. So, but you might endanger yourself by beating up people if you're under the influence of something. So if the cops do come, they could bust you for other things, and I don't know. Beating up a chick's dad, I don't know. Why get involved? When you have some women are just so dramatic, when there's always so much chaos in them and nonstop. I mean, I guess there's a certain appeal to that, but I don't know. There's chaotic women are not long term. I mean, granted, hey, probably fun short term, but and see, that's the point I want to make, is that Goofy Bone got in trouble for not, and he shouldn't have to feel compelled to do anything. Goofy Bone should be doing what Goofy Bone does without some bitch bitching at him. This is America. This isn't like fucking Alaska, where you have fucking Sarah Palin, fucking the dictator, and shooting polar bears and trying to provoke war with Russia. We all live in America here. We're not about those foreign dictators, So, Alan says, throw a right cross and knocked his old ass out, because the boys in the hood are always hard. And I don't even want to think the rest of that song, because I'll fuck it up. But I do know that song. The, I guess, punk band that redid that, was like a one-hit wonder for them. I mean, it was really good. Then they just sort of fucked off. Kind of like Now to Surf. That I'm popular. That song, they basically fucked off. I guess they became more indie. They didn't really fuck off that much, but I don't know. It's just funny listening to some of my high school music stuff that came out late 90s. Oh man, it's pretty funny. Soulless gingers, yes. They don't have souls. What can you do? I don't know why. Like, why go from, this is a question to God. Not a criticism, just a question. Okay, so most people in the world have black hair. Secondary is brown. And then you have these pockets of blonde people and redheads. It's like, how did you go from black to brown to blonde to red to orange? I don't know. You see, mutations are funny that way. And the worst thing is the redheaded males. They're so fucked. No one likes them. Oh. Like redheaded ginger women? Some of them tasty. Tasty. Very lovable. And they have a very unique quality that is desired by many males. But I can't think of any women that would be like, oh, I only date redheaded guys. So I feel bad for them. I feel like a redheaded guy is probably the opposite of like a black guy walking into a club, a hip hop club, Poor bastards. And I hate to talk shit like that, because there's a certain relative of mine who I inherited that redheaded gene, and although I'm not redheaded myself, but I have that feeling if there's a child spawned by me, it'd be my fucking luck to be a redheaded boy. Oh, fuck. Oh, Nelly. And so I'd have to fly out to Peru and hide out there and live off $600 a month.